Security advisor Michael Flynn is reportedly under scrutiny once again as part of the special counsel's investigation. Robert Mueller is looking into Flynn's role in an alleged kidnapping plot on behalf of the Turkish government. Here's Jeff Pegues.
In the weeks before he became national security advisor,
with Donald Trump in the White House,
the Wall Street Journal reports that Michael Flynn met with representatives of the Turkish government to discuss a plan to forcibly return a cleric legally living in the United States to Turkey. In exchange, the Journal says Flynn and his associates would be paid up to $15 million. The cleric, Fethullah Gulen, has been blamed by Turkey's president for a failed coup in July of 2016. Gulen denies being involved. That December meeting was at least the second between Flynn and Turkish representatives.
I needed to say something about it.
Former CIA Director James Woolsey told CNN in March that he was at another meeting in September of 2016 when the forced removal of Gulen was also discussed. He says he's been in touch with the special counsel's office.
I am not claiming that there was a concrete plan that was being fleshed out at the meeting, but there was a good deal of discussion of that general direction.
In a statement, Flynn's attorneys said the allegations ranging from kidnapping to bribery are outrageous and false. But in a recent federal filing, Flynn confirmed the September meeting and that his consulting firm was paid $530,000 by a company with ties to the Turkish government. Bill Matea, former federal prosecutor, says the Mueller team may be trying to get Flynn to cooperate.
Hypothetically, they're going to get the benefit of his knowledge and knowledge at very high levels within the campaign and the administration.
In January and February, President Trump urged FBI Director James Comey to drop the Flynn investigation, and those conversations led to Comey's eventual firing and the appointment of the special counsel. Roxana?
Jeff, this development is not directly related to the possibility of the Trump campaign's collusion with Russia, but if the special counsel is trying to get Flynn to cooperate, how could that impact the investigation?
Well, Flynn is a key player in all this because not only was he in the administration for 24 days as the national security advisor, but he was also on the road during the campaign with President Trump. And so he is someone who has ties to both sides of the Trump operation, if you will, and was there during critical periods of time in terms of this investigation as the special counsel's office and congressional investigators, in fact, look at whether there was coordination between the Trump campaign and Russian operatives. So Michael Flynn is a key part of this. And frankly, his son, Michael Flynn Jr., is an important part of this as well. And that's why you hear talk of investigators scrutinizing both of them.
And earlier this year, Flynn asked for immunity from the investigation into Russian election meddling. His attorney said that Flynn had a story to tell. What does that indicate to you?
Well, listen, that seems like eons ago because it happened in March. But no, that was a critical statement there, and it came out so early that people were sort of surprised to hear that. But what it suggests is that there is a willingness to cooperate in exchange for some sort of immunity. But we'll just have to see whether that is something that becomes a factor once again. We know that the special counsel's office seems to be putting pressure on Michael Flynn and Michael Flynn Jr. Now, whether that translates into some sort of cooperation in exchange for immunity, we'll just have to see.
Jeff Pegues, thank you.
My pleasure.
Still ahead.